Embracing your life consciously and heal yourself from childhood trauma. Creating a more fulfilling life for yourself using numerology. As always, the sources are down below. This is a little summary of a 2-hour class. And let's go for it, okay? So, creating a more... Welcome for being here with me. Creating a more fulfilling life for yourself. Become more aligned with the soul contract energies. The easier life will be. Living heaven on earth by raising your consciousness and the oils on your body. Okay, they are made on the pituitary gland. They go down your spine and go up to the pineal gland. And the less narcissistic you are and less codependent, you will learn a lesson chakra by chakra, and like this you raise the oils slowly and maturely. Okay, you are exactly where you're supposed to be in your life. When you are younger, you are hit with the most karma, but then with time you become more spiritual. Okay, and that's what happened in my life. Okay. However, when I was a child, I already became extremely spiritual, even though nobody around me understood that. My mother called me crazy. There is a video that I did, daughter of a narcissistic mother. We are hit with the most karma, then with time we become more spiritual. Aspects are more predominant, and you have the ability to... the less narcissistic you are and codependent, you become more selfless, and you have your higher self attached to you. So you should be the only voice you have in your head. It's your higher self voice. You learn faster. You learn by spirit instead of learning by circumstance. Okay, your soul will activate subjective, the outer reality. It is important to surrender to the 5D. Because then your ego will run your life. That's true. Huh? Embracing ego is a false self. Embracing your life consciously and heal yourself. Engage with your soul contract. It is important to become conscious as possible of the issues that arise from different aspects. Take action when you take clear conscious space of your awareness of the pattern that is running. There are 2 types: the do-it-yourself, the ones that do yoga, and the severe disempowering. Those are the 9-9s, will require outside help. Well, I have 2 places with 9-9. I work a lot for this spirituality. You have no idea. Have compassion for yourself. My luck is that I have in the 5-5 spiritual talents, I have in the physic talents a lot of emotional resistance. Okay, and means that I can only have success by using my intuition, my physical, my psychic powers, and I have many. And I was much better until I went to school, and that's what I want to improve to be better than what I was. Okay. So let's go with this. Have compassion for yourself. Let go of any judgment, your ego. Surrender to your partners and embrace your life exactly as it is. And that's the key. Okay. This is the key to transform it. Okay. If you are a spiritual wanting to manifest your soul, destiny, take conscious healing work. And that I truly suggest. There are several methods you can use. Okay, I did most of the work by myself because there is absolutely only in the last few years you have a really good there is a bloom of those type of solutions, but 15 years ago, 17 years ago, there wasn't any. And when I was 8 years old, I decided the life I was living with my parents, this is not what I want. And I made a contract with the universe. I want this to happen, using unconscious Maharaja. And this is the point I'm living the life I've manifested this life when I was 8. So I'm living the life and I'm getting prepared for the next one. Okay, and yes, so and I learned I already had my hachu. It's almost finished. So so I already paid my karmic debt. I'm so happy about it, Jesus. And I'm getting ready to do the second part of my life, okay? And from what I understood from my doing astrologic map from the north node from the south node to the north node, I'm moving from the matrix of lack to the matrix of abundance or prosperity, having into consideration that prosperity is different from wealth or money. Prosperity, it is a sense of bliss and extreme well-being, that all your cells are happy and you are fulfilled. You have your cup, your fourth chakra constantly filled with love, and all your needs, spiritual needs, are satisfied, and you feel in tune with yourself, with nature, and with the universe. Okay, so the tools. I personally like very much the tool Break the Cycle from Peter Gerlach, especially for the first 3 chakras. For the other ones, I'm still searching a really good one that resonates with my experience and with my needs, because what I really want is to develop my psychic abilities that are to have them more better, to have them on point. And for that means that I really need to have all my chakras aligned. So the neutrum, the momentum. Okay, so I cannot, when I feel something negative, I'm still in the middle point. When I feel something positive, I'm in the middle point. Okay, I don't get swings. Okay, like divine healing work, ask and you will and shall receive. Removes addiction and programming, etc. Yesterday I did a summary of a talk about spirituality and money, and he made something, ask and you will leave the answer. That I loved it. It was amazing. Together with emotional freedom technique, EFT, and SRT, spiritual response technique, remove all the memory stored in your cells. There is also a technique from Bruce Lipton that you record your own voice and you hear it while you're sleeping. Only beautiful things. The technique that I did is that my both parents are narcissists. So what I did, I moved country, I learned a new language. So for many, many years, I didn't speak my mother tongue. And according to a presentation that I saw from a lady about biofield, that's about the aura, and you tuning the aura with some tuning forks. She says that you have your parents here. I don't hear the voice of my parents anymore. And my technique was that I didn't speak to them for 8 years. So I live abroad from my country for almost 20 years, and on those 20 years I didn't speak to them for 8. So there is absolutely no criticism, nothing negative that they can say about my life in the last 20 years, and that's the goal, because in order. It's like a very slow rebirth, they cannot say anything. And I have been living like an eremit for the last 5 years. So, and I'm enjoying it very, very much, okay? This is the hands-on approach I did, okay? Because you read all the books and you really need to, it is thoughts, emotions, feelings, and actions, okay? To get ready for the future, okay? Taking action in the opposite direction. So you have fear of facing it. So when you have fear, the only way to face fear is to face it, okay? Take the best possible decisions and actions, and I would add having your fourth chakra opened, okay? You will realize that the layer of fear, disempowerment, worthiness on whatever karmic situation will dissolve. The way you perceive reality will change. It's very important to be aware of your perceptions, okay? If your perceptions are blurred, you have a problem. There is a very good presentation from Catherine Austin Fitts. In the beginning of the presentation, she puts the red dot, where it says the red dot is here. And around the red dot, you have, you know, that game with 2 stripes here and 2 stripes here, and you play the cross. And in the middle point, so you are like a horse that you cannot see the reality because you only see the TV. And that's the consensus reality. If you start watching the presentations from the best of the best PhDs of the world that tell you how the reality really is, okay, then you will understand and you will accept and you will sink in that the reality that you watch on TV is not really the reality, okay? You are being played as a fool, okay? This needs time, courage, perseverance, energy. The alternative is to be at your ego's mercy. Exactly. You are important on the global scheme of things because we are all united at the quantum level, okay? Ascension path is the continuous process in which you raise your frequency by transmuting the layers of separation, the programming of your consciousness, okay? You need to work on yourself regularly. And according to Santos Bonacci, you do that between in the Virgo hours, okay? I think it's between 4 and 6. Is before as 4 hours before sunset, or the interval of hours before sunset, because the sun goes down in Libra, okay? And that's the best time to do your 30 minute or 20 minutes daily retrospection. And the best time to do a yearly retrospection is when Virgo is, okay? So that you learn from the year and you prepare for the next year, okay? Understand the effect of this work on the humanity and in yourself, okay? That's the most important relationship that you have in yourself. And the connection to Christ, conscience grid, okay? The Christ is the sun in you, is the oil that is made in the pituitary gland and goes down your spine and goes up according to your consciousness. And your consciousness grid is the lesson that you learn per chakra, okay? And then you don't forget the experience of the 100 monkeys. So I've already talked about this, the experience of the 100 monkeys. I will do a video about it. I don't want to explain it right now. But it's just when you teach something to a community, you only need to teach it to the square root of the total number of that community, and then immediately everybody has access to their knowledge just through meditation. Everybody has downloads about that, okay? And according to it's a less than 1% of the square root that we need to teach these things, because everybody has downloads. We have to understand that the memory is not in our head, is in the monad consciousness, okay? Drovalo Melchizedek, you can also check these books on the internet. Ancient Secrets of the Flow of Life, that's very important. According to several studies, it only takes the square root of the 1% to be very high. To be very high brain state, in coherence, to create coherence in the collective awareness. That's like 1,000, I think megahertz, I'm not sure. It's like feeling nirvana or ecstasy or what is the name? Shmati. It is a state of conscience characterized by clarity of perception and the total absence of ego. You have no conditioning. So you really, how can I explain? When I was 18 years old, I had a dream, out of the body experience, and I went up to see the Ascended Masters. And the wave of love I felt, I said, this is so good. I want to go back. And it's there. It's like you are in a constant bed of pillows. It's beautiful. It's warm. It is beautiful. It's the most amazing feeling ever. Constant love. This unconditional love. It's amazing. Okay. This is where the higher conscience of the few raise the consciousness of the many, and that's what we are all working for. Okay, reach the state of unconditional love. Okay, it's 540 on the David Hawkins scale of consciousness. I will leave the link down below, as you can see, where you see when you are listening to this video, which would then trigger the humanity to awaken back into the unity of consciousness that we all are. We are united consciousness. Okay, let's be very clear. Okay, manifesting your divine purpose. Within you is hidden your divine purpose. When you have cleared the karmic debt and raised your conscience high enough, that reaches a threshold upon which you start living your soul purpose. The separation programming the ego has no more grip on you. The acceleration of the raising of your conscience is on the way. Once the ego surrenders, the soul and spirit, you can begin your mission. Transmute the negative constants of your karmic patterns, and this is about becoming into the positive qualities of your goals, fully manifesting your talents and soul destiny. The soul destiny is your life purpose. It is to create heaven on earth, and actually is raising your oils. Okay, and having your oils always high, and which means the pineal gland has to be open. You have to pay very attention to nutrition, and you have to reject everything that is sold by the matrix. Okay, it's not good enough. Okay, you have to understand that. There is a video about, I did a little video about it. Okay, creating heaven on earth is in your life. Hell is where the ego is, in the charge of the show. Those are the lower 3 chakras under the heart chakra. So anybody that is not able to do grief, that has not done the grieving process, is not being able to do this. Peter Gerlach has an amazing process to do the grieving, to grieve something. Okay. It is like we are a tenant in our own body, a passive observer, yes. We are individually responsible for creating heaven on earth, in our lives, and in earth, in every moment. Yeah, I agree with this. There is nothing you need to learn or earn, because you are the creator of your own reality. You are the created, embodied, as Graham Hancock says, we are a species with amnesia. We are remembering who we are, and transmuting and manifesting your divine purpose. The purpose of life is you as a creator, creating. No outside authority is going to create heaven on earth. It's your responsibility. It is your job. You are the authority in your life. And interesting enough, when you go to the doctor, it's like you are a little child going to the doctor. When he prescribes you something, he does not have the right to make you take those pills. Okay? When you accept them, then you lose your authority. But if you know your own body, you know how the hormones work, okay? And there are a lot of information about it on the internet. You do not have the excuse to be misinformed or uninformed or ignorant, okay? You will not be informed over the television. You have to search for for the information. That's the reason why the great majority of the societies we live in, they are dumbing down the people. Okay, the only thing you can do is to smart up. If they don't want to teach you, you learn by yourself. Most of the things I learned by myself. I didn't learn them in school. Actually, in my family, I am known for the autodidact. So I learned everything by myself. I mean, I learned German by myself. Everything. I learned makeup on the internet, everything. How to organize the kitchen, management. Of course, I also study in university. But I didn't stop. I continued learning. I have a lot of hunger. Okay. The experience of living heaven on earth is about moving into a place of total surrender to the flow of spirit. Being grounded in your body, emotionally clear and present enough to be able to connect to and feel your heart in each moment. That's what the right action. Sometimes the next right action makes no sense at all, but you have to trust the process. Okay, the universe knows how. So you just ask and receive. That's it. Okay, just trust that your spirit has what it is optimal for you. God has a plan. God's plan is the best plan. By surrendering, put your ego aside, start the flow with oneness. That has always reside in you. Your life will start to flow synchronistically, abundantly, and lovingly. And I totally agree. Okay? So, how are you changing your reality? The consensus reality, it is what is perceived. Catherine Austin Fitz explains how the finances are being hidden and worked. Okay, how we are in the matrix of lack. Okay, and you have double speak and ubiquitous assimilation. Double speak is I did a video about that. I will link it down below. It's continuously double speak, ubiquitous assimilation. I will link down below what this means. Okay, projecting pictures of reality that lower the conscience. People accept as truth. Okay, because it's the duality. When you lower people's consciousness, it means that when they see people smile, they only see the smile. They don't feel if the smile has the energy. Okay, I was educated or brought up by two narcissists, and when they smile, there is no energy of joy. Okay, there is no energy of warmth. Okay, so I've always know when a person is lying to me, because what they are saying does not match the energy, and the energy does not meet the face. Okay, this is what I call when I ask my friends, can you please tell me what you see? I want to see if what I perceive is the reality, and the reality is what I perceive. Okay, so it's what I see. It is what I watch, and what I watch, it is what I see, or what I think, it is what I see, or something like that. Okay, to be calibrated. Okay. Thoughts forms are changing. We are organizing in a more located, high consciousness, holographic bubbles of reality. Light workers, service souls, spiritual seekers who are raising consciousness are responsible for this. They project different pictures of reality, the logos, the monad consciousness. This is part of the divine plan to create heaven on earth. There will be not only one reality, but several. The more we oppose something, the stronger it will be. So we just need to surrender. Okay. It is about dissolving old visions. Connect with a purpose like you. You will recognize your fellow Ascension team members by the look in their eyes, that spark of divine looking back at you. You will find a gap in your life that you did not know it was missing until they appear. There will be a strong connection and remembrance at the soul level that will draw you together to co-create heaven on earth. Each member of your team will offer complementary strengths and abilities, so that your ascension team as a whole will be great enhanced in its mission of service. So, and in the presentation it talks about the appendix B, relationships and name overlays, because he's talking about numerology and he's selling his services. Families and parenting, the new children, the indigos, crystals and rainbows. Goals, the raise human consciousness. And the appendix E, tools for awakening, divine healing sessions. 2, light body integration, DNA activation, open the 12th chakra to merge with all other Merkabas, new ways of thinking. 3, color light therapy. 4, empowerment protocol. 5, quadruple grid special. 6, quadruple grids personal. 7, Tycon products. 8, clearing other energies. 9, anger release. And 10, unified chakras. So, he mentioned all the numbers. I don't think I wrote them down, or I only wrote the ones that are here. But you can, if you're smart enough, you can find his book. It's the PDFs of the books on the internet, and you can read the books. Okay, so I am not interested in selling the products. I'm only interested in knowing myself. So, and sharing this information with you guys. So this is how my name is here. So I'm gonna do it like this. And this is how the thing looks like. As you can see, I have 11, 12, and the wrist is 5, 5, 6, 6, 9, 9, 9, 9 in here. So this physical karma, I forgot what this is, but this is about that. In order to accomplish love, I need to have. In order to accomplish my task, I need to feel love, and this is the love is missing here. And this is true. Okay. I forgot what this 12 is, I forgot. But it means that, I think it means that I'm able to study a lot of things. And the 11th I also forgot. Because this is already in the past, I'm not very much paying attention to it anymore. The 2 means that I have emotional resilience. And I can, every time I get punished in life, I said, great opportunity to do something else. I never get punished, okay, and this is the key, okay, and the 5, 5 in spiritual talents means that I am very positive mind, rely on open of the soul. You have great wealth of info and energy, okay, I think that's 11. And then he says, 9, 9 in spiritual karma, unwilling to express your power, resistance to the acceptance of your power due to fear of destroying someone else's. Yourself, the world, comes from past lives. Okay. And then the 5, 5 in spiritual talents, success only using by the intuition. I have a lot of spiritual, I have clear audience, clairvoyance. For example, ask me a question. I have the answer. I don't know. I know, and the reason why I spend a lot of time on the internet is because I know things, and I need studies to prove what I know. It's complicated. 6, 6 in physical goals means you get used to confined energy patterns. So I do not have a lot of freedom. Means that or I do what my higher self wants, or I do what my higher self wants, because it seems that I have a very strict life path. I need to be with certain people, do certain things, and they don't want me to mess around. That's what I understood. Okay. To achieve creativity, not 100% free will, added from soul level. Okay. And then 9, 9 in spiritual goals. To learn to accept and use your power properly into the spiritual realm. And then 7, 7 in the soul destiny. To allow the unifying energies of God, that is love, to come through your heart, so that people unify in groups around themselves. Okay, this is it. It is very clear. I did this in 1 or 2 hours, like 3 or 4 weeks ago. And I'm very curious in human what is the name of it? Human design, because this is numerology is very good as a leitmotif, okay, as an abstract, and human design, as I understood, is more down to earth. So I am very interested in a 3D action. What can you do on a daily basis in order to achieve the 7, 7 that I have here? Okay. And that's one of my goals. Okay, so thank you very much for listening to me. Comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell button, and donations or information requests, there is the email down below. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bye.